as the little girl found them inspiring and they brought her happiness despite her difficult circumstances. I can only imagine how happy she was. Story 24. I appeared in a video on YouTube. Never before has my foolishness been so public. My parents were so proud, I think. Story 25. There was an Ask Me Anything about someone's most shameful not safe for work moment, and my answer inspired a small, now inactive subreddit. I am pretty proud of my unfortunate experience. Story 26. Call out disinformation agents. They are very obvious when they have a 12-year-old account with 4,000 karma and only post in UFO discussion forums. I asked them what their favorite branch of the military is, and they ignore me. Story 27. Off the top of my head, I posted a random movie quote from a terrible yet entertaining teen movie from the 1990s that had nothing to do with the original post. Some other users recognized it and upvoted it. It was my own personal inside joke, and the Reddit community understood it. Story 28. I posted a cookbook of reverse-engineered Panda Express recipes. I received many appreciative comments, and a popular TikTok creator featured it in a couple of videos. Unfortunately, Panda Express abused the Digital Millennium Copyright Act and had it taken down, even though recipes are not copyrightable. It was nice to see something I put a lot of work into gaining attention. Story 29. I was once the person who helped someone solve a technical issue. I figured it out after 4 days of wondering about the cause. No online forum had the answer. I ended up being the first viewer of a video that provided the solution, and I posted it on the forum right after. A few grateful individuals referred to me as a hero. Story 30. A pretty vain and arrogant thing, but posting the most upvoted post on a subreddit is my most recent post if anyone is curious. Story 31. I am proud of all the things I have learned on this platform. I was told in grade school that the Mayans were extinct and their civilization was illiterate. However, a discussion in a history forum revealed that the Spaniards destroyed Mayan books, but some survived. Actual Mayans were also discussing this, and I was incredibly happy to learn that Mayans are still with us. I learned how coal seams were formed millions of years ago. In summary, I am proud that I have used this platform to learn, rather than just to post meaningless content and gossip. Story 32. I posted this thinking maybe a few people would get a laugh from it, and my inbox was filled for the next few days with comments from people who loved it. Story 33. I posted a tip on how to remove an item from a box with peanut packaging without making a mess. I was mercilessly mocked because this is Reddit, and that's what people do here. A few years later, someone thanked me for making their life and their coworkers' lives easier using the tip. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Story 34. I give myself a little pat on the back whenever I stop myself from sending an unnecessarily negative reply. Story 35. Small things help troubleshoot several PC build issues on the PC Master Race subreddit. I learned a lot along the way while assisting others. Story 36. I once received 7,000 upvotes on a comment. Sometimes, when I'm feeling down and lonely, I go back and read it to remind myself that there was a moment when I expressed something that 7,000 people agreed with. Story 37. I posted a meme on a subreddit known for its memes, and it received Reddit Gold. I was accepted by my peers, which brings a tear to my eye. Story 38. A woman in crisis claimed that I saved her life using an anxiety technique. Switching your mindset from focusing on the worst possible outcome to consciously considering the best possible outcome. My posts about iron deficiency are also popular, and I believe I have helped many people avoid disability, although I do not have confirmation of this. Story 39. I began posting my art and received positive feedback, along with a few sketch and commission requests as a result. Story 40. I have had about 5 accounts banned. It is not really fun anymore, but it used to be enjoyable to post here. Story 41. I won the Tilted Antenna competition. Story 42. On the guitar subreddit a few years ago, I learned and played my way through every single guitar solo on Guitar World magazine's list of the top 100 solos of all time, approximately one per week. Took me over 2 years to complete. Story 43. I posted a story one day about an interaction related to my diabetes and the snacks I buy. A man responded, asking about the snacks because his nephew was recently diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. We moved the conversation to direct messages, where I answered his questions and provided advice on how his nephew and family could manage the situation. Drawing on my decades of experience as a diabetic, alongside the knowledge I gained from being raised by a registered nurse and my own experience as an emergency medical technician, I hope I was able to assist that man and his family during a challenging time. Story 44. Quite often, I used to help other soldiers and veterans until I got banned for making a joke and arguing with the moderator. I'm still happy for the number of people I helped while I could. Story 45. I went from posting clips on Rocket League in 2016 to becoming a full-time content creator from 2020 to 2024. reaching 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. Story 46. A young girl messaged me about her struggle to escape infidelity. I shared my own experience, helping her understand what it felt like and the consequences. She eventually left the relationship and found freedom from sin. Story 47. I took a break from Facebook by deactivating my account, not fully deleting it, since I have friends, coworkers, and family members who have passed away. The first 2 days were hard, but almost a month later, I'm glad I decided to open my Reddit account. Story 48. I believe I may have helped a few individuals with a traumatic past and depression. Hopefully, I brought a little laughter to their lives. Story 49. I forgot exactly how it worked, but I ended up on a very long train back when that was a thing. We also ended up making a substitute for it at the end. Story 50. I have risen to the top of Reddit, deleted my account, and started over 6 or 7 times in the past decade. Story 51. I deleted my old account when Reddit changed its policies and made the API no longer free. I'm back now because there are other communities that are still valuable, but I still hold a grudge against the management over that terrible decision. Story 52. My song stalled at 50 views until I started sharing the link when people requested specific songs. After months of daily effort, I have guided over 1,000 listeners to my song, which I wrote after my best friend died by suicide. Duty Bound by Aaron Anomalous. Story 53. I have pinned some of my favorite posts to my profile for those who are interested. They may be uninteresting to others. Story 54. Most recently, annoyed by the constant barrage of clickbait, Donald J. Trump and Elon Musk posts, I searched Reddit and found an easy way to filter them out. A script works in uBlock Origin and Firefox, along with an extension compatible with both Chrome and Firefox. It felt like such a relief. Before anyone criticizes me for avoiding the issue, I read more than enough daily about those two public figures in my regular news feeds to satisfy my curiosity. Ultimately, there's no escaping it entirely, nor would I want to. Story 55. 2 things. 1. I shared my testimony on how I came to Christ in the Christian subreddit. I helped mentor young sailors with career advice in the Navy subreddit. Story 56. I'm sorry, but I cannot access external content or links